How's it going, everybody? Brad here today, and we are back with our Oakland Athletics franchise mode here in season number 6. And let's see if we can make it back to the playoffs here in what would be our second time ever. So far, not so great, but last season was a great season. We've got a great team now for 3 seasons. I think we've been a top 5 team now as far as rankings are concerned. So let's hope that turns into play on the diamond. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into it here. I want to show you guys just my GM goals. My GM rating is an A. My job security is still low, because in this new contract I signed, I didn't make the postseason in year number 1. And at some point they want us to win the divisional series. We were that close. We got it to game 5 in the last one. We went 99-63. Let's see if we can break 100 wins this time. Honestly, I would love to. If we finish with the best record in the majors, I don't see any way we don't get a new contract. See, game stats, I don't really care. League leaders, whatever. Team performance, though, meh. So we've won 20 games in a single month twice, and that was most likely last season. So honestly, the team looks absolutely spectacular. So let's go ahead and take a look at the depth chart. They have David Peterson as our number 1. I think I still am going to keep Zach Gallen there, but Peterson, Gallen, Hoagland, Glasnow, Connie Nelson as our starting rotation. Adley Rutschman at an 89 as our catcher. Spencer Torkelson at an 89 as our first baseman. Chisholm as an 89 as our second baseman. Bobby Witt Jr. Is going to be playing shortstop for us, and Bo Bichette playing third, and that's a 93 and a 95 respectively. In the outfield, we're going to start Freddie Thompson in the outfield. Castellanos is going to be our DH because he's just got, like I've said before, no fielding compared to Freddie Thompson, who's got very, very good fielding. So Castellanos is going to be our DH. Verdugo out in center, a great fielder. Well, I should say good fielder, amazing arm. And that's exactly what I want for center field. And then Jesus Sanchez here. He's got the great arm, so that's why he's in right field there. And then obviously in the bullpen, we have got James Karinchak as our closer. Ryan Weathers, Grayson Rodriguez is there. Jordan Wicks is there. Jose Ruiz is there. Tyler Rogers. And then, we'll see who gets to stay. Lee Rodriguez is probably going to stay here. Enlo Delgadio might be heading out, but I shouldn't say heading out, but heading down to the minors. Taking a look at the lineups here. I do want to just set up there we go. Nick Castellanos there. So we're going to set the lineup. I think I'll have it auto set it, at least for auto fix lineups. Yeah, there we go. So we'll get through spring training here. We're going to get to the start of the regular season. I'm not really too pressed about our record being 16-3 in spring training. It doesn't really matter to me. But here we go. We need to send 12 players down. So we'll start with the starting pitchers. Peterson, Gallen, Hoagland, Glasnow, Nelson. Rodriguez is going to be up here. Wicks is probably going to be up here, but I will send Delgadio down. He's got to clear waivers. Same thing with Blaine Enlow, Cade Cavalli. I'll send him down. That's fine. Julius Haffey. We'll send him down as well. He looks like probably a player I'll move to. Actually, AAA is probably right for him. And then Tunick here, we'll just move him to AA. There we go. Relief pitcher wise, yeah, we got to send some of these guys. Pelouse, we'll send him down. We will also send Jacob Lemoyne down. There we go. So Tyler Rogers, Ruiz, Weathers, and Karinchak. And then closing pitchers, Lee Rodriguez will stay up here. Graham McLeod will stay in AAA. And then we'll just put Danny Jimenez in AA there. All right, so right now we're looking at, another 6 players to send down? Catcher-wise, Soderstrom and Rutschman will stay up. Kane will play in AA. Will Conley and Clark play in AAA. Fine with that. Pablo Mora, probably going to send him down to AAA. He's got to clear waivers. That's fine. Jazz Chisholm and Michael Bush, they're both going to stay here. Michael Bush is just a ridiculous bench player for us to have. He's so well-rounded and solid, and he's not even making that much money. $2.2 million a year. That's exactly what we want to see. Brett Harris, we will send him down to AAA. Bobby Witt Jr. there is our third baseman, shortstop. Robert Powassan and JP Crawford can stay. Probably, I'd say I'd keep them up here. We'll send down most of these outfielders. AAA, actually straight to AA, I think, for maybe Nick Plummer. AAA, no, because I see Daniel Reyna's down there in AA. We want to give him more playing time. Nelson Kim maybe stays up. Mac Denton, I want to send Mac Denton down to AAA for 1 more year. That means that Willie Carter, AA, actually AAA right away. AAA, there we go. And then Delvin Grant. So yeah, I think I might keep Nelson Kim up just as that reserve hitter. God, he cannot field whatsoever. Oh my God. I almost want to keep Nick Plummer up instead of him and send him down to AAA and call Nick Plummer back up. Maybe Mac Denton. I'll call up Mac Denton, move him back to the MLB. I probably just wasted a move there, but whatever. I used his last option. But we now have 26 players, 4 players on waivers, and we're looking good there. I will just kind of let everything ride, and we will advance a day to the regular season. And there we go. So you guys can see, based on our rankings on the 30 MLB teams, it's the outfield's insane. All right, we're top 5 pretty much everywhere. Outfield is a little worse, but I'm not too pressed about that. I mean, it says our right field's not great with Freddie Thompson, but he's actually going to play in left field for us. Jesus Sanchez is going to play in right field, so I think I'll edit them and just kind of make that the case. So right field there, and then in right field, Freddie Thompson, edit him. General, make his nat. Oh, nope. Yeah, there it is. Oh, so because he's a drafted player, so I can change that. So we'll send him to left field and then make his. Wait, did I just accidentally change his throwing hand? Wait a second. Right fielder's Freddie Thompson. He throws and bats lefty. Okay, so edit player. General. I kind of want it. I'll just leave it at center field. Oops. He's lefty. He throws lefty. We know that. Left field. Oh, that's right. As catcher, he can only, yeah. So we'll just say, oh, God. I hate how it automatically changes that, but he's a lefty. We saw that. And there we go. So now he's playing in left field for us, which is where we want him. And then Nick Castellanos will be our DH, because look, the fielding is not even close, guys. But the hitting is not even close either. So, but Freddie Thompson's got that A potential. He's up to an 85 now that I moved him to left field instead of right field. And Jesus Sanchez is at an 86, which I'll take that 100%. 80, 85, 87, 86 in the outfield is plenty fine for me. I'll let them decide who does what in AA. And there you go. We're at the start of the regular season, and we're the #1 team. 2nd best contact, 1st in power, 3rd in pitching, 4th in defense, and 4th in speed. Wow, we are 1st in power. Are you serious? So Nick Castellanos really does help out there. And I think, yeah, against right-handed pitching, he probably makes sense with that 85 contact, 88 power. Freddie Thompson, 77 contact, 62 vision. Bo Bichette against righties. I think, yeah, Adley Rutschman. Yep, that's fine. So we'll just go down here. Jesus Sanchez, I think against righties should be batting above Bobby Witt Jr. Alex Verdugo. Yeah, he's fine there. Verdugo, actually, I kind of like him batting second, because he's got a little bit of, he's got the vision. He's got 85 contact, right? 89, yeah. And then Castellanos, Torkelson, Thompson doesn't have he's got 77 contact, which is great and all, but like, I got to move him down. And I think I will move him. That's fine. He can bat right in front of Jazz Chisholm. So we got Bo Bichette, Verdugo, right? 78, 68 with 82 vision against righties. Against lefties, he's kind of more of the guy, but I like him at leadoff. Verdugo at second in the order. Castellanos is our best hitter now, so like straight up 3rd. Torkelson 4th, makes sense, right? He's got the next best power. Then Sanchez, Witt. Witt and Rutschman can probably flip-flop, I think. Bobby Witt Jr., he's the better hitter against lefties, but not against righties. Then Freddie Thompson, and then Jazz Chisholm. On the bench, we have Soderstrom, Crawford, Bush, Denton, Poisson. I'm fine with that. Maybe I wanted to keep another pitcher, but we'll check that out in a second. All right, against lefties here, yeah, Bo Bichette is definitely batting leadoff. JP Crawford is no, and then Jesus Sanchez is not DH. Jesus Sanchez is going to right field. There we go. Castellanos is DHing. All right, so Freddie Thompson against lefties, I guess, is not as good, but I need him to play outfield, right? I need him to be in the outfield for me. I only have 1 outfield reserve, it looks like. Can anybody else? Mac Denton can. And yeah, so I only have 1 outfield reserve, but technically that's Castellanos, so they can rotate that as they choose. So we got Bo Bichette leading off against lefties. Then Freddie Thompson's not the next guy against lefties. That'll be Spencer Torkelson with his 91 contact. So Bichette got the 85-90 with 82 vision, and then Spencer Torkelson, then Castellanos, and then against lefties here, who's the next best batter against lefties? So it'll probably be Bobby Witt Jr., 73-70, and then contact versus lefties is 65-71. 69-57 is better than Freddie Thompson, 65-53. Same thing with Rutschman there. And these two guys are fine. Freddie Thompson and Chisholm will just bat back-to-back pretty much every time. But we don't really have a lot of variety in bats. It's right, left, switch, left. But that's just the way the ratings work out, so I'm going to leave it. It worked out well for us last season. And now the pitching rotation is going to look like this. Grayson Rodriguez is in the pen, although he did start 20 games for us last season. His ERA was not fantastic. He had only 9 quality starts in those 20 games started. Connie Nelson, who we know is our 99 potential pitcher, had 1 game start and had 1 quality start in that start. So I think I might leave him there. But then we got Tyler Rogers, who we recently acquired, or brought back, excuse me. We had him last season. Who do we just brought somebody in? It's Jose Ruiz we just brought in. There it is. All right, so he's going to play pitch there. Lee Rodriguez and Grayson Rodriguez are going to be our setup men, and Karinchak again as our closer. I'm almost wondering if I want Grayson Rodriguez to pitch more than I want Tyler Rogers to pitch. Yeah, because the setup men don't pitch as much. They pitch they're there for the 7th and or 8th innings. So they're not going to pitch as many innings as some of these guys that come in the 5th and then will pitch to the 7th, or pitch an inning or 2, versus these guys maybe pitching a couple outs or a full inning. So that's just the way I've noticed the sim works. But I like Gallen as the ace, followed by Peterson, then Hoagland, Glasnow. Hoagland, the fact that Hoagland is doing so well, I'm super happy. We traded him for early. I guess I had to change my mindset more so. I don't know if you guys do this too, but like coming from other games where I'm all about young potential, in the NHL series especially, right? You get those medium elites, those A potentials, or you get high top 6 or really good young players, and you can play them right away and you do great. Baseball's a bit different, so that's something I've had to learn. And we're just going to review the sponsorships. I think we're good. In-game ticker, I think I want another 20K per win, because we're going to win a lot of games. So that's hopefully going to help our budget out. And here we go. We are ready to go. You can see we've moved a little bit in the outfield, right? 8th and left, but now 7th and right, versus I think it was 10th. Just a little bit of a change there. I just want to double check. So we go to depth chart. Yeah, Nick Castellanos is now listed as our designated hitter. Oh, Soderstrom can also platoon in the outfield. I love that. I actually kind of love that. So when somebody needs a break, he can play there, and Castellanos can continue DHing, and our manager's going to have a lot of options. I mean, 1st team overall, 2nd contact, 1st power, 3rd pitching, 4th defense, 4th speed. Holy smokes. Top 5 in just about everything. And we have a big first series against the Angels to start the season. It's fresh. Let's get it going. Yes, we've received one important message. What is that important message? Pending Diamondbacks placemat. Okay. Transactions completed. Okay. Oh God. What's our important notification? Transactions completed. Did we get somebody claimed off of waivers? Is that it? I don't know what the important notification was, but I guess we'll never know. Okay. It is probably something like that. There's probably a completed, somebody got claimed off of waivers from us, and I don't know who did. It's unfortunate. I guess I could take a look at our waivers, right? Delgadio, Enlo, Cavalli, they're still on waivers, right? And I think we waived one more player. There's 4 players on waivers. They should be right around here. There's Delgadio, Enlo, Cavalli, and Pablo Mora. Right. So they're all on waivers. I doubt that's going to change anything. But we did win the first game 5-4 with Gallen getting the win. 7 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts, 2.57 ERA to start the season. And we are going to split with Los Angeles to start the season. Ryan Weathers picks up the win. Peterson gets bombed in his first outing, and same thing with Gunnar Hoagland. Wow, a lot of runs given up in those 2 games there. But then we played Detroit. Okay, so AAA doesn't have the right amount of pitchers. Connie Nelson picks up a win with a 7.20 ERA, which is not great, but the bats were alive. And then we come back with a very tight game, a 3-2 win. And that's, I think, who pitches after Connie Nelson? Oh, that's Zach Gallen, right? Because the next guy here should be Peterson. Yeah, that was a Gallen day. So, all right. Looking at the roster here, we need to fix AAA. I think that was right. AAA needs more pitchers. And that's fine. We can send Tunic up to AAA, and then relief pitchers, we will send him up to AAA, and we're 1 player away in AAA. Oh, we actually don't have any. Do we have any? Where are single A? Why are you guys in single A? I mean, I guess I'll move them to AA, right? Some of these high potential guys, I'll move them to AA just to play there. I guess, you know what, these guys are fine right where they are. So anyway, we'll continue here against Detroit. Auto fix their rotation, and we are gonna lose. So we do pick up 2 out of 3 though. Jose Ruiz picks up the L in that game. That's unfortunate. That means we were leading late. Well, maybe we were tied late, but we're only 4-3 to start the season. So surprisingly, 7 games in March. In April, we got a 3-game series here against Philadelphia. Auto fix that pitching staff. Oh god, Jordan Wicks has been placed. What? Oh my god, why did I just do that? Oh my god, why did I just let them do that? Connie Nelson. I don't want to be waiving these guys. Grayson Rodriguez back to the MLB. I should have just paused and signed players. I need to sign free agents. Oh my god. Starting pitchers. Anybody want a cheap deal? Anybody? No, nobody wants a cheap deal. Just give me somebody to just play down in the minors. I don't even care at this point. I can't believe that I'm never letting the computer do anything ever again. That was the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Sure, 500,000 a year, sure, whatever, sure, 30,000, 30,000, looking for 50K a year for 2 years. I'm gonna do that deal for Joey Wentz just to get some people in the system. He's gonna sign that. Relief pitchers, these guys still want like actual money. I don't want to give up actual money to these kinds of guys. Nothing wrong with that. I just, I'd rather not. 1 year, 700,000 for 1 year. Sure, it's a 1 year deal, right? It's not going to kill us. They're looking for, oh my god, he's not looking for that. 59. Like just I should have signed players in free. I should have done this. I got lazy. I should have done it earlier though. But there we go. 550. Okay, you're worth. Okay, fine, buddy. You're worth more than that. Sure, I don't agree, but whatever. 1 year, 700,000. That's fine. I guess I should be signing more of these players for 1 year, 700, sure, 800,000. Whatever. I just need to get players in the system. Oh, why? Can I recall somebody off of waivers? Let's take a look at transactions, pending, waiver wire. Oh, God. Pitching rotation. Now Whitgren. Oh, my God. They absolutely decimated my pitching. Oh, why would they do that? Why would they just send everybody down? In what world do I want to send everybody down? Oh my god. I'm going to just straight up move this guy to AA. Like, go away. AA. Yes, everybody just go to AA because apparently AA doesn't have enough players. Well, apparently now they have too many. So there. So we'll move him to AAA. Oh, we've got 2 players. Jordan Wicks. Can I get him off of waivers? Okay, so Tyler Glass now is pitching, which is, I think, which is right? Glass now should be pitching. Yes, there we go. Grayson Rodriguez is there. Hoagland, Peterson, Gallen. Okay, Weathers, Ruiz. We have no bullpen. Oh my god. Do not auto fix it. Like, good god, do not auto fix it. AA roster. Just send to Class A and send this guy to Class A, because why not? All right. We do not have 10 pitchers on our roster. That is fantastic. Oh my god. MLB The Show, why would you do that? Why would you not just ask me? Move to ML. He'll need to be added to the 40-man. We have a full 40-man. Awesome. All right, how many of these guys have an option? Everybody's got full options. Great. Who's on the... Let's take a look at the 40-man that's not... a pitcher that's not in the majors that won't have to clear waivers. Haffey, yeah, Haffey won't have to clear waivers. So we're going to move him to the MLB for now. I think we then have 10 pitchers. Pitching rotations, yeah, Haffey, there we go. That should be okay. Okay, they do. So we end up winning it. Oh my god. Whew. Okay, so we end up winning that game. But it said the AAA doesn't have the right amount of pitchers. That makes sense because I kind of just gutted AAA to get everybody up here. Tunic, move him to AAA. That's fine. And that should be good, I'm pretty sure. We should be okay now. Do not auto fix their rotation. Let's take a look at their rotate. Oh my god. Cade Cavalli, Blaine Enlow. It should be Del Gaudio. Enlow, there we go. And then feel like somebody else. Yeah, there should be other people here, but let's see. Back to the MLB. Simulate this game against the Phillies. Auto fix their lineups. Yes, withdraw the waiver request. Jordan Wicks is cleared. How did Connie Nelson clear? Anyway, roster. Starting pitchers. Connie Nelson, get your ass back up here. I'm sorry for the mistakes. I am sorry for accidentally sending you guys down. And then I just needed somebody who I could send down here. And Julius Haffey will go back to AAA. And then Tunic will go back to, actually, Spencer Watkins will go to AA. Here we go. All right. And then Lee Rodriguez is still here in the majors. I feel like, who am I missing in the majors? Am I missing anybody? All right, so lineups. Take a look here. We got Soderstrom, Crawford, Bush, Poisson, Denton. Denton needs to be called back up. Roster for center fielders. Mac Denton. Mac Denton, come back to the MLB, please. All right, so the MLB team is all set. I am so sorry about that, guys. I just was like, okay, cool, fix it for me, because I didn't want to take the time to actually fix it. Connie Nelson, there we go. He'll pitch there. Grayson Rodriguez was a reliever for me. So it was, well, yeah, Weathers. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we're back. We're back. Everything's good. Fire drill averted. Oh my God. All right, so we're back to the top of the rotation. We're 6-4. 4-0 win from Gallon. Lost by Karinchak. He blew it. That's unfortunate. Inbox. Oh my God. Freddie Thompson suffered a strained hamstring, out for a day or two. That's fine. Okay, so after we beat Tampa, Philly is going to offer us a trade. They want Lee Rodriguez for Simon Muzzatti. 77. Ooh, that's 77 B potential left fielder or center fielder. Really good fielder, average hitter. Would be good depth, right? But we have Mac Denton, and this guy's already making $2 million, and then he's arbitration eligible. Whereas, Lee Rodriguez here still has that A potential closer at 26, pitching in the majors. I'm going to decline the trade. And then one more game against Tampa. Why do we not have 4 valid lineups? Did somebody get sent down? Who is missing? Freddie Thompson's back. Jesus Sanchez, Castellanos, Verdugo. Witt, Chisholm, Bo Bichette. Who am I missing? Torkelson? Did Torkelson get hurt? Tore his ACL and he's out for 6+ months. Oh, good Lord. All right, so who in the lineup can play first? Michael Bush can play first, and I actually like Michael Bush. This is why I have a guy like Michael Bush, guys. This is why you have that kind of guy on your roster. Okay, so now taking a look at probably another infielder, probably a guy like Pablo Mora, because we already have most players up. Nelson Kim, I guess, could come up, but he's really an outfielder. We have plenty of outfielders, so I think I might call up Pablo Mora. He's an average hitter. Move him to the MLB, sure. Right? Okay, so now we need to set up our lineups. Michael Bush is probably not going to bat there, sorry, versus righties. Yeah, definitely not. Rutschman is a better hitter than him against righties, but it's pretty close. He would probably bat above Thompson. Yeah, he's going to bat above Thompson there. And I love the fact that he can play first. It's actually a ridiculous fielder for first, but, it is what it is. We'll just throw Pablo Mora in there. That's no DH. Pablo Mora and... Oh, no, not Pablo Mora. We want Michael Bush. Michael Bush against lefties is a bit better, but still not a guy I want playing all the time. Lefty contact is okay. I think I'd like to flip-flop that. Michael Bush for Freddie Thompson, and actually, yeah, there we go. We'll just do that. Actually, I like Chisholm down there because he's, we get Bo Bichette back on, right? We're good to go. So we will move Michael Bush in there. So Castellanos is still DH. Freddie Thompson out and left. Jesus Sanchez and right. Yeah, things are looking good. Wow, a lot of screw-ups, and we're still in first. We're 7-3 in our last 10, and things are looking good as we lose there. Karinchak takes 2 losses to Tampa. We should have had 2 wins. Instead, Karinchak blows it for us. Connie Nelson gets a massive win. His ERA still not good, but 18 runs put up on Trevor Bauer. That is brutal. And we got Gallen and Peterson here. We will take the series against Toronto. I'll take that. We got a 4-game series against Baltimore here. The Aviators do not have 4 valid lineups. Why is that? Lineups, Aviators, they can figure it out. They have enough players there to figure it out. All right, so we'll go through this, auto fix their lineups, and we are going to lose the series to Baltimore. All right, against the Texas Rangers, we are going to sweep them. I was going to say we own the Texas Rangers, but I didn't want to jinx it, right? We got a quick 2-game series against the 500-ish San Francisco Giants, who we are going to split with a big win and a big loss. Gallen takes the big L, but Connie Nelson is just getting wins, man. They seem to love to bat when Connie Nelson's up on the mound. Against Cleveland, we are going to take that series too. That's nice. Against Tampa, we are going to get swept. Wow, is Tampa Bay really that good? Yeah, they're 18-13. That's really, really good. And again, in Minnesota, we are going to win. So 18-15 at the start of the season here. I am not opposed to starting 18-15. We're 1 game back of the Astros. That's okay. They're the 13th best team in baseball. We're the first best team in baseball, top 5 and everything. But you know, it's fine. It's 1 month, right? I'm gonna be salty just because it's the way it goes. But yeah, that's fine. I don't really care. Bo Bichette is cold, which is not what I want to see. I don't want to see my top players being cold. You know what I do want to see? Injured list. I don't want to see the injured list. Okay, it's minor league guys. Spencer Torkelson, man. How was Spencer Torkelson hitting before he got hurt? He had he was not actually doing great to start the season. 370 slugging is not what you want to see. But again, it's less than 50 at bats, so I can't really criticize him. But one guy I can criticize is a guy that I have been kind of dogging this whole time, and that's Jazz Chisholm. Jazz Chisholm is absolute buns, and we're going to move on from him right now. I'm not even waiting. He's just been absolutely abysmal for us. Like, sure, he's a great fielder. He's got negative. He's gone. He's making $10 million. He's absolutely gone. We're making that trade right now. Jazz Chisholm is going to fetch us something very, very nice at second base. Let's see. Can we just do a like-for-like swap for a second baseman? Will Castro. Do we have any? How is he hitting wise? He's not been ever that great. David Bodie, no thanks. Brendan Rodgers here would be a great get. He's a massive hitter against lefties in Toronto. He's been really just okay, huh? Xavier Edwards here. This young prospect-ish player can also play shortstop, plays on the middle infield, bats .813 right now. He's already 27 with that A potential, but he is probably there. I think he is there starting. Second baseman Nico Horner, really, really good fielder for the Tigers. His OPS has not been great. His WAR was amazing last season, and I think it's just a matter of time. But he's making $15 million a season. I'd like to maybe not pay that much. Jose Altuve, not paying $22 million to. Ozzy Albies, $18 million is probably worth it. Right, they'd save money. The Angels would. And he's very good. I mean, he's ridiculously good. And we would have to make some budget adjustments. Yeah, I didn't think it was going to go through. Where are some of these guys that Max Muncy is? Oh, this is the young Max Muncy. The one I traded away. And he's all of a sudden crushing the ball in 40 at bats. I mean, he's fine. He's nothing spectacular, but they think they should be getting more value than that for him. I mean, he's hot right now. Okay, we'll keep looking. There's probably a better deal somewhere, right? It's not looking like there is a better player somewhere. I mean, Semien is ridiculously just making stupid amount of money. I mean, he probably deserves it, but Adrian Placencia, no thank you. Tommy Edman would be a really good fielder, not a great batter. And I've kind of had it with no good bats here at second base. Tyler Black here, again, another average bat. I would like somebody. Oh, the Dodgers have Jorbit Vivas from Venezuela, an okay batter. I mean, he played a lot last season. With his 500 plate appearances, he's probably pretty solid. He's a really good fielder, right? And budgetary constraints, so they don't have. I'd have to take on more salary from them. Gavin Lux, yeah, wow, the budget. These guys can't get the budget done. Jake Cronenworth, he is 33, but he's got that A potential, so he's going to hang on a little bit more. Great OPS in the last 2 seasons. WAR was insane last season, and his runs created were off the charts. They want just a little bit more, and they would. Oh, just a little bit more, and they want David Peterson. So, yeah, okay, goodbye, San Diego. I guess I could look for players that can play second base. Now we're back to the Yankees, so I'm not sure. Maybe I'll hold off. Jazz Chisholm will wait until I can get your guys' feedback after the draft. If we could take a look at like a player search here, just players can play. I don't care. I just want him to be able to play second base. I don't want his primary position to be second base. Secondary position second, secondary position second, submit search. Are these only? Yeah, I think these are only guys that can play second. Yeah. So let's go here. I want any player that can play second base. Is that not like a search option? So like, yeah, we could go after some of these guys that I could shift. Like some of these shortstops that could play, like Nicky Lopez he's not a good hitter, but he would steal bases for us. Tim Anderson, a very good contact guy. We could just go back to the Marlins, make a trade. Second baseman, Jazz Chisholm. They're definitely interested in this deal for Tim Anderson, but Tim Anderson is making a stupid amount of money. He is really making a ton of money. Max Muncy that we've had before looks to be a fair enough hitter. His OPS is off the charts this season. His WAR is slightly positive. I don't know. Maybe it's worth it to keep Jazz Chisholm, but in my opinion, I think I can find a better batter for second base that can pretty much do what he can do fielding wise, right? Like obviously Ozzy Albies would be a ridiculous hitter, and he's making, oh my God, so much money for so many years. Nico Horner, yeah, like looking at this, like Jazz Chisholm, there he is, right? It's 60s across the board, basically. Marcus Semien, we know, is making too much money. Gavin Lux, probably not going to get it done. Cronenworth has got the contact, right? Some power from Rougned Odor. I can't believe Rougned Odor is still just doing so well. Yeah, he's actually done pretty good in the last couple of seasons. I mean, he's making 6.8. Make a trade here. Do we want Rougned Odor for Jazz Chisholm? And then give me Severino. No, I was kidding. But, you know, they think, oh, wow, that's actually not a bad pitcher to go after. We could maybe look to go get a young prospect as well, and then kind of flip-flop things like a closing pitcher prospect. They want just a bit more. That's not too bad. You guys let me know. Brendan Odom here, 22-year-old, a potential outfielder. I like that a lot. And they want Tyler Glass now as well. And how about I say you guys can have Julian Zambrano and Derek Cardwell. Yeah, see, always do this. So we could get Rougned Odor to play second for us. He's in the last year of his deal, so we could maybe open up some space for next season. It doesn't look like Minnesota's playing him all that much anymore. He looks like he was probably starting, and or maybe he was platooning. I'm not sure, but he's on the last year of his deal. He's a solid hitter. He's got the power-ish, right? I don't know. He's just, in my opinion, I'm done paying Jazz Chisholm $10 million to do nothing for me. Yeah, he's a great fielder. It's not worth it. His bat has been abysmal. He's batted under 220 now for the 2 seasons. Yeah, he was doing better in Miami than he came here. He probably cooled off a bit. You can see when he was in Miami, we got a really good player, and then he's just not been that same player since. So I definitely want to find somebody else I can play at second base over him. Like, obviously, we still have Michael Bush. If we just want, honestly, we could just play Michael Bush and go after, like, oh my God. He is ridiculous right now. We could just keep Michael Bush. He's 29. He's got the A potential. This might be the guy I'm looking for at 2.2 million. Pretty well-rounded, a bit of a better bat, not nearly as fast, right? But if we wanted to go find like a younger prospect-ish type player for like first base, or, you know, taking a look at, is potential, yeah, potential's an option. So we'll just go for like a potential, submit search. And obviously we're going to get a lot of players here, but like, can we find a younger guy? Like, wow, Wander Franco. Good Lord, he's good. He's making a ton of money. So maybe, you know, go with maximum salary of 3 million, right? And there we go. Now we get all of a sudden a bunch of young players like Jordan Lawler, Nolvi Marte. Wow, some of these guys are absolutely insane. And they have 90 plus potential. Holy smokes, Jordan Lawler's insane, but he can't, neither of these guys can play second, which is kind of unfortunate. Same thing with Brady House. Marcelo Mayer, right? Maybe we do look, you know, Josh Jung. Wow, he's pretty good as well. Michael Bush. Wow, Michael Bush. Yeah, he's got that A potential, of course. What was I thinking? CJ Abrams here can play second. Not the greatest hitter, great fielder though. And yeah, he's not a great hitter. I am looking for a bit of a better hitter too. Can I just get any fielder, any batter? Is that like an option here? No. Okay. I guess I could say that have them have a power versus righties of at least 69. There you go. Right. So now all of a sudden we're going to get only the fielders. Okay. And this would actually be not terrible way to search for players. Jordan Walker here. It would limit us on like young prospects, but this guy actually doesn't look too bad. Can play any of the corners, the infield, and that's not too bad. But I'm not going to make this trade just yet. I do want to get rid of Jazz Chisholm, and we will get to the draft. I always do the draft and get to the draft. So we got another month to go, and maybe Chisholm bounces back as we lose the series to the Twins. Here against Detroit, we got a 4-game series. We are going to split that against the Angels. Max Fried is going to go to the White Sox for Zach Littell, maybe? And Jorge Guzman. Wow, okay. And we are going to lose that series as well. Yikes. But holy smokes, bats come alive against Minnesota, and we're back above 500. 2 games back of Seattle, and we got a big series against Seattle coming up. We've got Gallen, Peterson, and Hoagland against the Angels. Auto fix the Rockhounds lineups. There we go. Jordan Wicks gets the dub here. And then we got Glasnow, Nelson, and Gallen. Connie Nelson's not been great. Oh, God, yeah. Connie Nelson has not been good. I can't believe Torkelson's on IR still. IL. Connie Nelson is freezing, and he's dropping in overall. We hate to see. He's got 1 quality start, so he keeps consistent there, but in 8 starts. Let's throw Jordan Wicks. Jordan Wicks hasn't started a game. He's not got a great ERA this season. He's not pitching too spectacularly. His walks per 9 is off the charts, but he's pitched 33 innings, right? Grayson Rodriguez is up to an 83 now, so maybe it's time to give him another go. Connie Nelson could be, actually, I like a left-handed long reliever with how many righties we have, right? Connie Nelson can stay in the pen there. He was doing pretty well, but Grayson Rodriguez is going to get the bump back to the starting rotation. His ERA is not great, but again, he's only pitched 33 innings, so we'll see how that goes. Glasnow, Grayson Rodriguez, and Gallen. This is a huge series against Seattle. We are going to win the first game with Glasnow. Grayson Rodriguez gets us the win in there, and we lose to Seattle there, but we are now even with them and 1 game back of Houston, who we play next week. But a 4-game series against Texas interspersed. We split, and now we're half a game back of Houston with a 3-game series to go. We got Gallen, Peterson, Hoagland, baby. Those are our best 3 starters. Can we get it done? No, we can't. Auto fixed their rotation. And now we're 1.5 games back against Boston, who's right about as good as we are. We need to pick these wins up, and we are going to beat Boston in the series, and we are now 32-29, half a game. Okay, so this is getting real exciting, guys. Half a game back of the Mariners. And obviously, you know, that series against them was proving huge so far, going 2-1 if we could have swept them, but I'm not going to get too greedy, right? So Seattle and Houston are the teams to look out for now. But that month, what did we go? 18 wins in the first month, so we won only 14 in that month, so that one was a little worse. Of course, I had the big blow up of the roster. Delvin got a tough month for McIntyre, Kroll, Jonathan Rodriguez tore it up, Engelman, Whitgren, and Cade Cavalli. Okay, Cade Cavalli doing well. So he's still got that A potential, but he's really, in my opinion, a trade chip. I don't think he's ever going to reach that A potential, and I think it'd probably be better to use him as trade bait. Ray Delgadio is the guy I'm still waiting on, though. But let's see here. Injured list. Nelson Kim strained his tricep. Good Lord. You have so many injuries this season. It's not a great time there. Draft is in 1 day. Okay, so one day we will get through that game against Atlanta and win it. That's beautiful. Oh my God, Atlanta. I am so sorry. Maybe we can go get somebody from Atlanta, a second baseman from Atlanta. Let's take a look at the Braves roster, because they are very bad and maybe they're looking to go into a different direction. Rojas here, Josh Rojas, 32-year-old. His first season with the team, they paid him. It's actually going to go down. He's not having a great start. Maybe they'd be keen to move on from him. His WAR has been in the 2s. Runs created has really not been much since his first time in Cleveland there, or like first time in Cleveland here these 2 seasons. Maybe not. Rafael Fritas is probably a guy they wouldn't get rid of, right? He fractured his leg too. So can anybody else play second base? Third base? Brian Anderson? Brian Anderson can play second base. Brian Anderson is also a very good hitter. He played in Cincinnati for a couple seasons. I mean, his OPS these back-to-back seasons, I don't want to be tricked. But it seems like every other season he's got a good season, and this season he's having another good one as well. So Brian Anderson, maybe throw Jazz Chisholm in there, and they want a little bit more, right? Zambrano and Caldwell. The teams really seem to like Caldwell. Okay, so Brian Anderson is what he's got. Yeah, that's a lot of money, right? We have the budget for it if we get rid of Chisholm this season, but I don't. It might be more of a rental type player. I don't think anybody else on their team is going to be able to play second base like Brian Anderson could. They still have Patrick Wisdom. That's a lot of money they'd probably be shedding. 1 year for Chisholm. It's a name, right? I kind of can swing this deal in my mind. Brian Anderson here is, he's so clutch though. That's probably what it is. He actually doesn't get a lot of RBIs. I guess if he's not in a team that puts him in a position to, but he's a absolutely great fielder that I think is probably wasted at, actually his arm is ridiculous in his fielding. Okay, yeah, it's not wasted at third. Yeah, he's definitely a great third baseman, but I would play him probably at second. And he's a better hitter than Chisholm for sure. Jazz Chisholm 62, 62, 65, 54. 79, 63, 66, 61. So the power against lefties. No. I don't think there's a category where Chisholm beats Brian Anderson. And fielding and arm, 85, 70. 88, 98. The speed. Okay, speed is absolutely off the charts. But discipline. So vision, discipline, and clutch, 58, 61, 65. 63, 76, and 99. So this guy, he will walk. I'm pretty sure, yeah, 360 in his past 2 seasons, really. And besides this one season in Cincinnati where he took a dip, he's always been pretty darn good. This was just probably a bad season in Cincinnati. That was just one down year. Chisholm is starting to display pretty consistent, poor. Look at the on-base percentage even, right? Like, I'm not even talking about hitting-wise. He just gets on base more, right? So we're talking the other guy, Brian Anderson was 360. Jazz Chisholm is 260 this season, but just sniffing 300 the other season. I think Brian Anderson would be, we have hitters, right? We're the number 1 power team. I think number 2 contact team. We've got the hitters to do it. Now it's just a matter of doing it. So, we got to get to the draft here. So let's go ahead, play next game. I don't want to play next game. Can we just simulate the game? Yes. And we are going to win that one. All right. Sim to draft. When's the draft? All right, here we go. We're time for the draft. So let's get it underway. Where are we going to pick? 30th, because we were the best team in the league. Not sure, but we'll just go ahead and get it started. All right, so now with pick 30, what kind of information do we still have? Not a ton, but Kyle Johnson here with his 80 potential. Probably the guy I'm going to go after a bit better with his... he looks pretty good, right? In the East, we maybe have an East scout, and he's high injury risk, which I don't like because Freddie Thompson is also high injury risk, it seems, but seems to be just a guy that's going to do everything well. So Kyle Johnson, welcome to the team. Oh, we're going to get competitive balance pick. There we go. All right. So that's what you want to see. Back-to-back picks. There was another 80 here. Pedro Barreto, great hitter, above average hitter. And he plays third base, first base, or second base. I kind of like him there rather than some of these 75. So we will take Pedro Barreto. And now on to round number 2 here. Picking 25. We're not going to skip this selection. No, I would like to actually pick a player. All right, so the players remaining that we know something about. Desmond Phillips here doesn't look too bad. Phil Thompson here. He's got the 80 potential, but again, it's the little less accurate that I'm afraid of. But we know a good amount about him. There's nobody else that 75 Desmond Phillips looks like a great hitter. He really does look like a great hitter. The question is he going to be taken? I don't know. I think I'm going to take the upside here in Phil Thompson. He could be a while yet, but the 80 potential possibly with our second round pick would probably be worth it. And then we'll see if Desmond Phillips is still there when we come back. So we're going to go ahead and draft Phil Thompson. I forgot how long it takes us to get back up and select a player. It's 30. Phil, he's probably not there. Is he there? No, he's not. Unfortunately, I maybe should have waited and taken Phil Thompson with this third round pick. But we know these guys have 70. Do we want to take a high upside? We haven't taken a pitcher yet. And Ray Dugan, he's got 60 maybe, and 75. That he could be already really, really spectacular. We know a good amount about him. So Ray Dugan, he's 20. He's from Alabama, 6'3" righty, average injury risk, and looks like he's going to be a pretty good player. So I'm going to go ahead and take Ray Dugan. Picking where we are in the draft makes it a lot harder to nail it for sure. But here in round 4, we still have some accuracy that we know of Freddie Guerrero here, the 19-year-old, looks to be already elite contact-wise. He's only 19 with high injury risk. Not great, but he does have that above-average potential, right? So he could have, well, that's well above average, I should say. But, I mean, he just looks like a kind of player that is already going to do really, really good things. I mean, same thing with Guadalupe Ramos here, but he is a little older. So we are going to go with Freddie Guerrero, and then if Guadalupe is still there, we will go ahead and take him. But I'm not afraid of taking those lower upside, more solid players because they're the guys that help you, platoon and help your depth. And it does not look like Guadalupe made it back to us. But Bucky Best here with his 75 potential, the third baseman. We could go after him. We could go after Edgar Castillo here, who's less potential, higher overall. He's also a closer, so a guy for the bullpen, maybe. I don't know. I think I'd rather take the higher upside chance here with Bucky Best. I also love the name. We'll see who's still there here with the final pick of the draft coming to your Oakland Athletics. Picking a player. Oh my God. We're just going to take a shot. You know what? D'Angelo Franklin maybe has 80 potential. We don't know. So we're going to go ahead and take him. And there we go. So the draft has come to an end. We will exit the first year draft at 34 and 29. First in the division. So, hey, ended the video and first in the division. I will take that. How are we at 34? 34 wins is pretty good. We'd be second place in the AL East. We'd be in a wild card spot, but in the National League, the Padres, the Brewers have the same amount of wins. Okay, so we're right up there with some of the best teams in the league. I got to change my expectations here. 34 and 29. We are one of the better teams in the league. Just looking at it, right? Like I said, 34, we're obviously, we'd be in the wild card spot because we're in our division, but we'd be tied for first in the NL East. Even if I think we'd be a little less, we'd be like a half a game back. Same thing here with the NL Central. They've got the same record. The Padres are really good. They're just having a really good season so far, although they've cooled off and the Rockies have heated up. So the NL West is kind of loaded, but we knew that. And we know the NL wild card. Obviously, we know the Blue Jays are second, and they are killing it. It's their first probably in pitching. They have a 3.83 ERA. Okay, 4.68 slugging is really good, though. You guys can see our 4.68 slugging is also very good. But you can see our ERA is a little worse. We're just, we're not getting it done in the right moments. But I know I'm waffling a bit too much. So let's go ahead. Kyle Johnson with his B potential. That was our first overall draft pick. But look at that. 1, 2, 3 in the upper 80s. We love it. Pedro Barreto here at 88 potential. It's going to take a long while. Kyle Johnson is already speedy. Looks pretty good. Phil Thompson here. We took him. He looks to be a very good player. Although, again, these are the lower overall. So this wasn't a really high overall draft for us. Ray Dugan was not great. Freddie Guerrero was okay. Bucky Best has that B potential technically. But man, we got a long way for a lot of these guys. The highest overall guy is Freddie Guerrero, and that's because he's got such good contact already. We'll see. He's only got 71 potential. So we do get some solid additions to the pipeline that maybe will come up someday. But it's going to take a while for these guys. They're in the 40s and 50s. So we'll see. But that is that. I really just do think that trade with the Braves would be a really good deal. They are a very bad team, and they've got Brian Anderson, who I think would be a serious improvement. Not only could he get guys home when they get on base, because we get on base quite a bit. Let's check out, actually, let's see if that, am I talking nonsense here? Nonsense. Let's take a look at statistics, team rankings, batting average. We're first at batting average, second at bats, second in runs, first in hits, second in doubles, triples, we're fifth. Home runs, home runs, we're sixth. That's still pretty good, although the Angels are bombing. Holy crap, DJ Stewart. Oh my God, they got Joey Gallo and Trout. DJ Stewart's really good, apparently. RBIs, we're second. Stolen base percentage, we're sixth, right? So we're not I don't think we're stealing that many bases, right? Okay, tied for sixth. So we're actually doing pretty good. Sixth in stolen base percentage, above 70%. Second most walks actually is not too bad. So we're getting on quite a bit, right? So this is kind of what I was thinking about. We maximize our strength. We walk more, get on base, don't strike out very often, right? We're a really good team. Maybe it's pitching. Best in slugging percentage. Castellanos is doing well. On base percentage, first in on base percentage, right? So there it is. The first on base percentage, we get rid of Chisholm and we add Brian Anderson. All of a sudden, we're going to skyrocket in that. Maybe instead of that, I should go after another pitcher. Let's go least amount of errors. So fielding is pretty good. Fielding percentage is really good. ERA, where are we in ERA? I know we had like we had a 409. Yeah, ERA does need to improve. Maybe instead of, that's an interesting idea. Instead of trading Chisholm for another second baseman like Brian Anderson, maybe we go out and get ourselves another solid pitcher in the rotation, right? Hoagland's looking good, right? At 85, he's growing. Maybe we need one more guy. Although Grayson Rodriguez is growing, maybe I don't want to, okay, you know what? Scratch that. Maybe I do want to leave it where it is because things are looking good here. I mean, Tyler Rogers is significantly dropping off, but he is only a setup man. But we can make a trade for a setup man any day. But what I was thinking is getting a fourth guy in the rotation, but honestly, they're looking pretty darn good. So I don't think I'm going to need to make a trade. Like, right, 88, 89 is a great 1-2. 85 solid for the 3, and then Grayson Rodriguez is growing to an 83. Glasnow is technically dropping a bit, but he's hot right now, right? So that's good for us. And then Grayson Rodriguez at 27, growing, is improving his ERA because it was pretty bad when I slotted him in there. Connie Nelson is kind of middling as Ks per 9 is going up, but his home runs per 9 is going down. I'd like to see him do a little bit better. Jordan Wicks, also a guy that, again, don't think I need to reinforce the bullpen or the starting pitching. I think what I do need to do is, I think Brian Anderson makes sense. I just kind of want to look at teams. Wow, the Angels are in last place in the division at 28 wins with third best. Third best team in the league. So I know that. I've been there before. I just kind of want to look at bad teams. So let's take a look at the wild card. The Guardians, the Angels, the Rangers. So maybe taking a look at the Guardians team wouldn't be bad because we looked at the NL and we saw that the Braves were doing awfully. 19 wins only. Oh my God. I mean, they're 7.5 games back of the Cubs for the second worst team in the NL. That is insane. The Guardians not nearly as bad. So, but let's take a look at the Guardians potential trade partners there. Guardians here. They got their opponent from last year, which kind of really hurts now. Really sucks. And Jose Ramirez is making a ton of money and he's starting to decline a bit. Willy Adames here can play second. Very well rounded. I think I still kind of like Anderson a bit more. I think so. Not entirely sure. Let's go ahead and go through here. Maybe a pitcher from them. I mean, we could go try and snag Clase, but he's dropping and he never really hit his full potential for them. Huascar Yanoa. They had a really good Jason Watson. That's who it was. Had a really good pitcher. That's who I was thinking of here. Only 5 quality starts in 12 starts is okay. But he's 23. I mean, that's a lot of potential, right? So again, looking back to here, Andres Jimenez can play. Say he is their second baseman, but he's not a great hitter. Average fielder. Third base, Jose Ramirez, making way too much money. I'm not. Good God, they're going to be in some pain. They're already in pain, and they're just setting themselves up for more. Gabriel Arias, he's just actually a pretty good hitter. Well-rounded. I still think Yairo Munoz. I still think that Anderson would be a better get for us. Aquino here, Sierra, and then Franmil Reyes. I do actually want to take a look at the Angels quickly and just see that DJ Stewart is raking. Oh my God, his 94 power against righties. I mean, he's got 19 home runs already. He's stupid hot. 98 discipline, but 94 power against righties is going to get you a lot of home runs, isn't it? Or at least a lot of hard hit balls. They got JJ Bleedy here as well, who's really good. Oh my God. Like the fact that he's like 70s-ish, mid to upper 60s and everything. It's not a great fielder, but in right field, I don't need him to be a great fielder. And then Dylan Carlson here. So yeah, they've got a really good team. Maybe we can go after Mike Trout. No, we can't. I'm just kidding. We're not going after Mike Trout. Second base, they've got Ozzy Albies still. None of these guys are probably going to be able to play. Yeah, I don't want him anyway, right? Oh my God. Ha-Seong Kim can play second. He's a guy that I've always liked, but he's definitely more of a defensive-minded infielder than he is of a hitter. Trevor Story here, still pretty good against lefties. Really bad against, well, I shouldn't say really bad. He's still probably better than Chisholm against righties. But we are going to face more righties than lefties. But I definitely think that, where are the Braves? There they are. The Braves. I feel like going after Brian Anderson here is the move. He's making a decent amount of money, and if he turns out to be worth it, I can figure it out, right? We know that we throw in Jazz Chisholm, who actually, how's he been doing in the last little while? Has improved on base percentage of 273, which is a lot better than what he was, 224, but again, he's not good. He's straight up not good. So he's supposed to be a better fielder. I mean, I guess he's just fast. No, I got to get rid of him. I liked him. I like the A potential and the idea of a contact, speedy, defending second baseman, but he's in year 2 now, well, 2.5, and he really hasn't impressed any of the moments he's been here. I'd like to get rid of him. And I think that Brian Anderson deal, this one here, is definitely worth it for us. I'm done, right? 33 years old. He's going to be probably easy to move on from and reload at the second base position. I just got to say, guys, I think I would want to do this deal. We only decreased our budget by what? 1.3 million. So that's really not that bad at all. But I'm going to leave that one there, guys. I'm going to need your help, and you guys can help me decide on what I want to do next. But guys, that's all the time I have for this one. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see some more, and I will see you guys in the next one.
It's a free for all, free for all.